Let's go for the Leeds Met lineup. At hooker, number 1, we have Sam Rodman. Number 2, Josh Greatrix. Number 3, Steve Quigley. Number 4, Liam Edwards. Number 5, Sam Brady. Number 6, Luke Painter. Number 7 in flanker, Alex Tompkins. Number 8, Charlie Madison. In the halfbacks at scrum half, Elliott Quirk. Jack Moon, he's at standoff at number 10. Number 11, Robbie Marty. Number 12, Joe Evans. Number 13, Barry Frost. Number 14, Adam Johnson. And at fullback, number 15, Harry Robinson. Now, if you can hear the cheers behind us, it's quite a good atmosphere, Max. That's all I've got to say.
Absolutely remarkable. And it's great for the players that so many have turned out in force. They must be absolutely buzzing. And I know I spoke to Seb, my good friend, yesterday. He is chomping at the bit to get involved. I know Seb. He's a great player and a great man as well. So we look forward to the game, and it's going to be fantastic.
Indeed, and now the University of Leeds players have taken to the field. They are about to kick off. Uni team lineup for number 1, Seb Lumsden. Number 2, George Wheeler. Number 3, Tom Magidson. Number 4, Piers Phillips. Number 5, Tom Baines. In the flankers, Louis Timpany and Ollie Roberts. Number 8, Guy Van Dries. Number 9, James Monroe. Number 10, Will McGee. Number 11, Alex Beaumont. Number 12, Charlie Foley. Number 13, Kyle Dench. Number 14, James Twomey. And number 15, the fullback, Alex Lazowski. Now we are just about to kick off. Leeds Met, they will be playing left to right. We are underway here at Henley Carnegie Stadium. The fly half for Leeds Met kicks off, and it's straight down at the 22. James Monroe, he's about to play it back to Will McGee, kicks it to the far side of the field. Leeds Met are in possession, take it to halfway, take it into contact to the Leeds players. He breaks through some early missed tackles. He goes on a long run there, Max.
Yes, it's interesting from the kick-off. All of the Leeds Met forwards were offside. The referee didn't pick it up. And that's one thing, you want the referee to pick things up like that. Little things like that go your way. And Met have started well. It's a great run there from Alex Beaumont, the left winger. Picked it up in space, and broken play, Met can play.
Referee blows for a penalty. It's a penalty to Leeds Met over on the far side. I would say they're in kicking range between the 10-metre line and the 22. It's going to be about a 35-metre range, and also far out on the left-hand side.
Well, Joe, I was talking before the game about the crucial, that it's so crucial that the kicking is spot on. And that kick from McGee just wasn't good enough. It has to find touch. If you're going long, you're going to the corner, you've got to find touch. And he missed touch there, and that's allowed Met, in broken play, get back into the uni half, and they've got a penalty from it.
Joe Evans just pointed up to the post straight away, so that means that the number 10, Jack Moon, he will be kicking this early on in the game, trying to take an early lead in proceedings. As I say, on the far left-hand side, quite a difficult kick, but the Leeds Uni players in green, they stand there awaiting the bounce, as you can hear. Loud boos. Let's see where this kick goes. Strikes the ball cleanly. The ball drops short of the post. Leeds Uni are in possession with it. They have men over. He kicks it out. Great kick there to halfway line. Leeds Uni have rescued the defence.
Well, that's a much better kick from, I think it was Charlie Foley, the centre. A much better kick that. Found touch, deep, into the Leeds Met half. And that's a psychological blow to Met, because it was a tough kick. Don't get mistaken. It was far out on the far side, and he was kicking into the post. But don't get me wrong, that's a psychological edge for Uni now.
Leeds Met with the line out on this near side. In their own half, we have the hooker, Josh Greatrix, throws it in towards the back. That's picked up by the number 7, Alex Tompkins. But I think the referee has just indicated not straight. Oh, and we've already got handbags at dawn as the players. The referee is blowing them to one side. Let's get things under control here.
I was watching in the warm-up the Leeds Met hooker, and every single throw was straight. And that's the first throw. We're talking about psychological edges here, and so far Uni have had two. They've had two. The missed kick and the not straight line-up. Set pieces are so crucial. This has given Uni a great scrum in an attacking position.
Now, as we have a break of play, Leeds Uni have elected for the scrum, but don't forget we are interactive this evening. Tweet us with the hashtag Leeds Uni Varsity or if you're from Met, then make sure you use the hashtag Leeds Met Varsity. I believe actually it's Leeds University, is that correct, producer? Yes, indeed, Leeds University, as the number 9, James Monroe, puts the ball into the scrum, and that was a very early tackle there from Elliott Quirk. But Leeds Uni, they have possession. Leeds Met holding their line. It's about midway down the field. Knock on there by Leeds University, scrum Leeds Met.
Discipline, that's what you want. Discipline early on in the game. And we're talking about handling errors. A great scrum from Uni. And then the scrum half, you've got to get rid of that early. Don't muck about at the back. As a former number 8, it's so frustrating. You've had a solid scrum and you don't ship the ball. Get rid of it. Don't hang around at the back there like that.
The referee very early on pulling over the Leeds Met captain, that is number 12, Joe Evans, having a word with his fly half because he's having issues. But we said about the Twitter hashtag, just to confirm, it's Leeds University. Hashtag Leeds University. If you're from Leeds Met, hashtag Leeds Met Varsity. Tweet us your thoughts, or at LSRFM. We'll be reading some of those out at half-time. We've got a scrum here due to the knock-on. Leeds Met, they're engaging. The scrum here, Leeds Uni putting on pressure from the start. The scrum is a penalty to Leeds Met.
Well, I think there the front row just got to get stood up a little bit early there. But Leeds Uni putting a lot of pressure in the front row. They just buckled and stood up, and the referee's giving it Met's way. I think that should have been a reset, actually, but he's given the penalty to Met, and a good solid kick there. Good
solid kick from Jack Moon, puts it from the middle of the field, out into touch. There'll be a line out to Leeds Met on the 10-metre line. Let's see how the wet weather affects this line out. Last time, the hooker didn't put it in straight, George Wheeler. No, that's the University hooker. George Greatrix missed the line out last time. Let's see how he does here. The ball goes in, won fairly by Leeds Met. Excellent run from number 8. Charlie Madison takes the ball in contact. Charlie Quirk distributes it to left-hand side, and Leeds Met, they have possession of the ball, but it's lost. Leeds Uni putting on pressure, but they'll recycle the ball. Leeds Uni looking for the offside appeal. Nothing going on there. Ball is distributed to the right-hand side, pops it up to the forward. George Quirk trying to take possession of the ball. Elliott Quirk, I beg your pardon. He distributes to the forwards. That's a knock-on from Leeds Met, playing advantage. But will Uni take possession? There is an overlap. Overlap here. Leeds Uni taking possession. It's on the wing. Number 11, Alex Beaumont. We're struggling to see the fans jumping up. And it's gone out for a line out on the 22. Great possession there from Leeds Uni.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Anything in broken play, Uni have to capitalise on. We know the Met are going to keep it tight. They're going to keep it in the forwards. So anything in broken play, what you had there is great first-up tackles from Uni. And the ball spilled loose. Rather than just kick it downfield and hope to get on the end of it, they picked up and they tried to play from deep. Hugh Gums will be telling them, anything broken, you've got to get it wide early. We've got 2 quick wingers here, and they did, unfortunately, come to nothing that time, but great start from Uni, it really is.
Leeds Met with the throw-in just inside their own 10-metre line, and they win it cleanly, playing it out and trying to break through the Leeds University wall of defence. They're playing from left to right here, Leeds Met. In purple, they kick it clear. Numerous players probably offside there, but will the Leeds University take it? That looks like it was play on, the referee plays it. About halfway, Leeds Uni now in possession of the ball. Number 9, James Monroe distributes it to Will McGee. Will McGee out to the midfield. Leeds Uni players are taking it into contact. They're using their great strength to great effect here. James Monroe distributing, and that's a kick through. Will the winger reach this? James Twomey trying to get on the end of it. He doesn't let the player up, and Leeds Uni going for the turnover. They've got advantage on the 5-metre line. Will they go for the try? Oh, it's a line out on the far hand side. Holding on, the referee has indicated that it is in fact a penalty on the 5-metre far line side for the University of Leeds.
Taylor 2 kicks there. The first one was a poor one from the Met fly half. It's broken loose. The scrum half, James Monroe for Uni, have picked it up. They've had a couple of phases in midfield, and McGee, what did I say? Take your kicks and take them and put them in the corner. What's he done? Lovely low grubber kick across field. It's dribbled across, a nightmare for a winger. and it's resulted in this penalty where Uni have piled the pressure on.
And the line out quickly out as Jack Moon kicked the ball into touch. Will McGee, apologies from the University of Leeds. But now Leeds driving them all across the line. They're on the 5 metre line, that is, and the scrum half. Elliott Quirk is really pushing his points. It's now, was that an advantage, University of Leeds, and they're trying to drive over the line. Will they go over? It's distributed, and now the ball is at the back of the ruck. Will they get it out of their backs? It's played over to the right-hand side. The fly half. Will McGee is driven back. Will the referee take... Oh, and a far dump. Possession off the ball. Took the player out. That could have been a serious injury. The game carries on and the fly half distributes to left. The referee has blown and will go back for the penalty to University of Leeds.
That is absolutely disgusting what I've just seen there. That doesn't belong on a rugby field. Off the ball, it reminds me of Umaga's for the Lions tour when Brian O'Driscoll, it was Mia Lamu, in fact, it was almost a judo throw. We've seen in the Olympics the judo. I mean, that would have won you 10 points, that. He's judo throwed him over. Luckily, Uni got the penalty. It's absolutely frantic out there. They got the driving maul and they looked like they had the wheels on. And it was a little bit wasteful in the end as McGee's come down the short side. Probably should have gone open side, but anyway, Uni still with the pressure on.
Will McGee with deja vu. He puts the ball out for the penalty to make sure that University of Leeds have the line out on the 5 metre line. It's successfully taken by the boards as they get on the heave to try and take it over the line. Adding in the extra men there. This is on the far line side. They're all with the Leeds men. Moskales, they're going over the line.
They're over.
Knock on by University of Leeds. Oh, the clinical finishing is not there just yet. It's a scrum to Leeds Met, but it looks like the referee is blowing up for the early incident. No, it is indeed now a scrum to Leeds Metropolitan University. What happened there, Max?
Well, it was a great line-out, and they got the rumble on the Uni forwards, and you're thinking, here we go, we're going to get a drive over here. To be fair to Met, they've defended it well. They stopped it right on the line. And as the two at the back have peeled off, I think it was Seb Lumsden, in fact, they've just knocked it on the line. Good defence from Met. They want to get rid of it now.
Met, the number 8, takes the ball off the back of the scrum. Heavy hit there by number 13, Carl Dench, reflecting his name there. And is that a penalty there to the University of Leeds? No, he's stopping play, the referee, to talk to the captain, Will McGee.
I think he has given a penalty.
Is that a penalty? It's a penalty to Leeds Met. I think it might have been a high tackle there by Carl Dench. What a name he's got, I must say. Leeds Met with a penalty from their own 22. They'll be looking to clear some daylight in their defence. Fly half Jack Moon puts it out and reaches touch about halfway between the 22 metre line and the 10 metre line. It's very important now, Max, that these players hold on to possession of the ball.
You talk about going into the red zone, Joe. You know, it's an NFL phrase, and I don't like to use it too often, but it is. When you're in the red zone, you're in the opposition 22, you've got to come away with points. Leeds have had 2 penalties, and they've wasted them. They've wasted them. And they've got to come away, they've got to be clinical, they've got to punish the errors.
Leeds Met, successful line out, are taking possession out of still halfway between the 22 and the 10 metre line, around about midfield at the moment. Jack Moon, he puts the ball up high. Will the number 11, Alex Beaumont, take it? He leaves it, it's gone straight out. Therefore, the line judge runs down the field. The line out will happen in line with where the kick was, so it's just outside the 22, and that will be a line out to the University of Leeds.
I don't want to keep going on about it, Joe, but what did I say? Kicking is absolutely crucial. And that was another poor one from Moon. We've seen a great one from McGee, we've seen 2 poor ones from Moon. He's got to sort it out. He's got to find the corners. If you're playing to touch, you've got to go deep. You've got to keep it in play, and then it's got to find touch. It's got to go over the winger's head.
George Wheeler puts in a very nice line out with possession now to number 12. Charlie Foley takes it into possession. Is that advantage Leeds Uni? Yes. Looks like it might have been offside possession. Advantage over as number 9, James Unroe, takes it to the right-hand side. And the players are now breaking into the 22-metre line. There's a player in the way. They look like they've got the overlap on this left-hand side as Leeds play it out. Oh, the kick trying to go through by Carl Dench, but it looks like that the referee is taking it back for that earlier penalty. Let's see where he takes it to. I should think that the Uni players will take the 3 points here.
They've got to take the 3 points, but just going back, it's a fantastic pick-up. I mean, these conditions are horrible. And Joe Evans, he's picked up a beauty in midfield. It's a horrible pass. It's bounced up at him. He's picked it up off his feet. Fantastic pickup. Uni got the penalty, and they should have 3 points now.
So number 12, Charlie Foley, has picked up the ball. It looks like he's going to take this kick early on. But whilst we have this break in play, we have some tweets from Matt Reason wishing the luck, as is Olivia Pinar. Olivia Pinar, nice South African name. Lauren Juniper, who's working at LUU, she's listening in, has seen cast of Emmerdale. That's Carl Holm. Ready, indeed they are, as Charlie Foley lines up this kick pretty much in front of the opponents, puts it up, 3 points to the University of Leeds. We're off the mark here at Henley Carnegie Stadium. It's the University of Leeds 3, Leeds Metropolitan University 0.
And it's deserved as well, Joe, you know. Uni have had the much better of the play. It started off a bit nervy from Uni, but since then they've been fantastic. Right down in the Met half, and they've come away with 3 points. Now, can they control the game?
Leeds Mayor about to kick off, but we must take this opportunity also to say hello to everybody in the old bar at Leeds University Union. Good evening, we hope you're enjoying the LSRFM stream. Make sure you tweet us using the hashtag Leeds University or Leeds Met Varsity, depending on which side you swing.
I dare say there'll be anyone in the old bar, Joe. They're all down here enjoying their drinks and having a good time, and even though the weather's awful.
Indeed, that's the kick-off there by Leeds Met, missed by the number 8 there, Guy van der Dries, but it's quickly put out, and the Leeds Met will take the line out at about halfway. Very quick reset there, but it looks like that they're struggling to see the ball in these floodlights.
Well, I don't know if it's the floodlights more than the rain, Joe. I think what's happening is the ball's going up, and yet it's difficult conditions. I mean, that was a really hard one to take. It's right over his head. But as a forward, that's your bread and butter off a kickoff. As a number 8, that's your bread and butter. Maybe feeling the pressure a little bit, but I think Met, you know, if Leeds Uni get the next score, it really could put the pressure on Met here. 15
minutes into the first half, and Leeds Met have possession, but it's taken by a lovely tackle there by Leeds Uni. And the scrum half distributes it to his number 6. That's Luke Painter taking the ball into possession. Elliot Quirk taking it to the right-hand side. Very powerful tackle there by the Leeds flanker, as Elliot Quirk puts it out to Jack Moon. He's trying to run a line here. And Leeds Met might have the overlap, but no. Leeds Uni defence holding scrum, they're holding hard here. Leeds Uni taking in the tackles. It's on the 22. It looks like there might be a turnover here. Yes, indeed. Elliot Quirk has lost possession, and James Munro puts it back for a nice box kick. Leeds Met will start again from their own half. He's now into touch on the far side. Line out to Leeds Uni at halfway.
He got lucky there, Munro, because it wasn't a very good box kick. The crucial thing of a kick, and a rugby coach will always tell you this, a kick's only as good as its chase. A box kick's only as good as its chase. That one wasn't too good. It's gone too deep, and the chase wasn't good enough. Met fielded it. They could have had it. It was a little bit of broken play, but Leeds Uni's first up tackling has been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. We saw a huge double hit down here. That'll get the crowd going.
Charlie Foley's kick still the difference here at Henley Carnegie Stadium. 17 minutes gone into the first half, and Leeds Met are struggling to get hold of possession here. Distributed to number 13, that's Carl Dench taking the ball into possession. They're trying to turn over Leeds Met. They have men on top of this ruck, and it looks like they might just have the manpower to turn this ball over. Indeed they do. It's just in the University of Leeds half, and the forwards are trying to keep the ball in play here. We'll see what Elliot Quirk does with the ball in just a moment. Looks like it's a really scrappy affair here. In the middle, Elliot Quirk plays it out to Jack Moon. Jack Moon putting in a kick over the top into the 22. Let's see what the fullback. And it's taken into touch. That was the fullback, Alex Lazowski there, just playing safe. But Leeds Met now have the line out in the University of Leeds 22.
Well, that's a clever kick. And they're Met starting to show their strength in the forwards. If you play a slow game against these Met forwards, they will turn you over. And Leeds Uni have just found that out the hard way. Midfield is a bit innocuous. The Uni forwards is going nowhere really. McGee, a flat pass into the centre. He got tackled, he got turned over. Clever kick from Moon, he found the corner. The fullback had no option there, Lazowski, and he had to take it into touch.
Another not straight line out there by Leeds Met. Therefore, Leeds Uni have the choice of what they want. It looks like they're going to take the scrum. Crowds still packing into Leeds Henley Carnegie Stadium here, and the fans are just going mental. They're loving the occasion despite the weather. You'll be able to hear them behind us, but now it looks like James Monroe, University of Leeds scrum half, will put the ball in to the scrum. Let's see if they can clear it off the lines. Ball straight in, easily won there. Guy Van de Dries takes the ball round the back of the scrum. It's back in touch again. Unclinical stuff here, and now we already have handbags at dawn, and there's drinks being thrown onto the pitch. Massive scrap here on the far side. On the 22, the referee is just standing back. It's actually gone into the crowd now. They've hopped over the barriers. This is just disgraceful.
Well, Joe, no one wants to see this. This is a disgraceful scene. We saw down here that the Met are going to get physical off the ball, and here we've seen it again. It's a disgrace. You don't need to get involved. Uni players should know better than that. Both sets of players should know better than that. And don't get involved. What happened was, it was a number 8 going down from the... I mean, first of all, that could have all been avoided if Uni had done what they should have done and got rid of it. The number 8's taking it down the short side. As a number 8, I can tell you, my coach would have killed me if I'd done that. Never take it. You're in your own 22. If you want to go open. Set yourself a base. Get them going forward and then play the kick. He's gone down the blind side. I don't know what's happened there, but the crowd are disgusting. They shouldn't be throwing drinks in there like that.
The event has just stepped up another level here at Henley Carnegie as the referee discusses with his touch judges who the culprits were in that debacle. He's calling over the captains. I think they might be having a little chat. Don't forget to tweet us here, hashtag Leeds University, that's the one. And also Leeds Met Varsity. They're the hashtags if you want to get in touch. The referee is deciding how he can make any decisions there. I don't know. So much mess going on. I think he's just going to tell the lads to calm down and get on with the game.
It's got to be anticipated. I mean, there's always going to be a little bit of needle. There's always going to be a bit. It's a physical game, of course. There's going to be a few handbags. All that you don't want to see it, of course. But both sets, you've got 30 committed lads on here who have been looking forward to this for weeks. There's going to be a bit of physicality. Of course, we know that, but we don't want to see that again. Hopefully, that's nipped it in the bud. Captain's been spoke to. I can tell you, the referee, if there's another one like that, the perpetrators will be in the bin.
The referee here has told the players to walk away with a penalty to Leeds University in the end. Will McGee therefore puts the ball into touch on the far side. It's a Leeds Uni line out on their own 10-metre line. 3-0 still here to the University of Leeds here at Henley Carnegie Stadium. Will McGee scoring the first points. In fact, he didn't kick the ball over. He chose to put the 3 points on the board. It was Charlie Foley who put those points on the board. 3-0 here at Henley Carnegie Stadium.
I mean, I think what we're seeing is that it's still pouring down out there, and this is affecting the set pieces. Leeds Met hooker Josh Greatrix. He couldn't throw an apple in a bucket at the moment. He couldn't hit a barn door with his throwing. Absolutely useless thus far. The Uni, to be fair to them, set pieces, I saw them working on it at Wheatwood last night, have been excellent. Keep that up. You've got to keep that up.
George Wheeler put the line out in straight down to the floor, and James Monroe just put the ball over the top. Caught by Leeds Met? No, it wasn't caught. The rain has put him off. He's dropped the ball. It's a scrum down to University of Leeds.
We're talking about weather, Joe, and how it's affecting, and we're talking about pressure. Pressure is really tough. It's a boiling point. This is the biggest crowd I've seen at Headingley in my 4 years here. And it's a fever pitch, the crowd. Anything you do, that they know a mistake is going to get jeered. The winger there, it's a poor kick from Uni. Another poor box kick, but he's got out of jail because the winger's dropped it. So now a great attacking position for the Uni. They got a scrum.
James Monroe about to put the ball as the referee gets the crouch, touch and engage. Number 9, James Monroe, puts it out to Will McGee on this left-hand side, and it looks like a very nice running line here. And the breakthrough for the fullback. Alex Lazowski gets tackled there. Brilliant tackle by Leeds Met, under pressure, but Leeds Uni still have possession. They're into the 22 now on its near side. Leeds Uni really dominating play here with number 10 playing it out to the men, to the centres here for Leeds University. They're in the 22, in the danger zone now. Can Leeds University make this all happen? Leeds Uni playing it out, nicely taken there by Will McGee. And a nice inside pop there from the winger. The winger, James Twomey, putting it inside to Carl Dench. And it looks like Leeds are trying to play it in the forwards here now. Leeds Met really look like they're starting to struggle. Leeds Uni gaining ground on every move. Is that a knock-on? No. It's number 13, Carl Dench, again with the ball, taking it into contact. Couple of metres out now. Will Leeds Uni make the most of this possession? Let's see. It's a penalty. Holding up. No, not releasing. That is the verdict from the referee. Straight in front of the post with an identical position. Max, will they be taking the 3 points here?
They'll take the 3 here, and the Met are under huge pressure now. It was a great last-ditch tackle, but what Uni are doing so well is they're doing 2 phases, 2 quick phases. They're fixing the midfield, and then they go wide, and they're moving it superbly. We saw McGee. He's picked up another peach off the grass, and it's brilliant. And it was a great last-ditch tackle in the 22, and Uni rumbled on. I thought they might have knocked it on there, the scrum half, but they're going to take the 3 points here. They should get it lovely.
Charlie Foley is stepping up to the tee again. He's in exactly the same position as before. Remember, it's 3-0 here at Henley Carnegie. Will Charlie Foley now add to that tally and make it 6? Puts the kick up, straight through the post. Clinical finish there by Charlie Foley here at Henley Carnegie Stadium for Varsity 2012. It's University of Leeds 6. Leeds Metropolitan University 0.
And this is great stuff from Uni. The set pieces for me are the difference so far. Unis have been brilliant. The Mets haven't been good. Remember, keep tweeting us if you're at home and you're not watching the game. If you're listening, tweet us at LSRFM, or you can tweet me personally at Wardo LSR. Keep them coming in.
So the tweets are coming in, unbelievably excited as we go into the rugby final with the scores tied. Leeds Uni 28, Leeds Met 28. That's the tweet from Leeds University Union that everyone here is seeing. Kick off there by Leeds Met, very nice because it was dropped by the University of Leeds. They will have the scrum, Leeds Met, in the University of Leeds 22. They'll be looking to put Uni of Leeds under pressure for the first time this match.
Well, typical. I'm talking up the set pieces for Uni, and they've done it again. They've dropped it in their own 22. You can't do that. You cannot do that. We saw one that went over the head and then got fumbled away into touch. Another one, this has been dropped, and Leeds Met are on the attack, and they've got a great attacking position.
Leeds Met are taking possession, break through the number 11 there. Robbie Marty tries to take the ball over the line. Will he get there? The ball is a ruck. It's just a metre out there, but it looks like Leeds Met have possession. Leeds Uni desperate in their defence to make sure they hold out, and the referee takes it back. Scrappy action there, and it looks like the ball was held up. Will it be a penalty or a 5-metre scrum? He goes back for the penalty. Leeds Metropolitan University penalty 5 metres out.
It's a phenomenal move from the Met. It's a phenomenal move from the Met. The left winger, it's Marty. He's had the opportunity there to get 7 points, well, at least 5 points for his team. What happened was Marty's come off his left wing. The scrum was over the far side. Marty's come round. He's wrapped round. He's got the ball in the gap, coming late, but he should have given it. Why didn't he give it to Johnson on his right wing partner? He'll be screaming at him later.
With over 10 minutes left, Leeds Met have the scrum, but it's turned over by the University of Leeds. They'll be looking to clear this now as they set up the ruck to put it back, and Will McGee puts out a beauty of a kick there, and he's put in safety. Leeds Met going for the quick line out. They're now under pressure as players are slipping all over the place. Leeds Met have put it into possession, and the fights are starting to break out. That stop. Leeds Met have managed to wrap up possession. They're on the 10-metre line. Looks like a penalty. No, actually a scrum awarded by the referee here to Leeds Met in the Leeds Uni half, halfway between a 10-metre and 22-metre line. Just over 10 minutes left here at Henley Carnegie Stadium in the first half. It's Leeds Uni 6, Leeds Met 0.
You are asking your forwards in that situation. There's a scrum 5 metres out. As your backs, you're saying, go and turn the ball over, lads. And what do? massive scrum. Big Lumsden, he's getting stuck into that Met prop, he really is. And they've turned it over. And Maggie, really well done because it came out in a flash. He stepped onto his left foot, good clearance. The Met took it quickly, but it was a good chase from the Uni, and it's all a bit tied up in midfield at the moment. The weather is absolutely shocking.
The weather is affecting things dramatically here. There's all sorts of balls just going all over the place. What happened there was Leeds Met had the scrum, Uni took the ball, but actually the referee has blown back for a free kick. It's another scrum here to Leeds Met, but it looks like that Leeds Uni are all over the Leeds Met boys. All sorts of trouble there, the forwards for Leeds Met.
Little bit of gamesmanship I saw there. The number 9, James Munro for Uni, he patted his opposite number on the head as he fumbled it there. It's a good bit of gamesmanship, that, and it's getting in your opponent's head.
Elliott Quirk puts the ball out, and number 13 there, Barry Frosty, puts the kick on the ground. Almost taken by the Leeds Met winger, but he's taken the ball through, but what happened there? The touch judge gave the line out. Leeds Met continued with the ball, and they've just gone over the line, thinking that they've scored the try. Absolutely not. The referee brings back the play. Looks like it might have been a forward pass there by the Leeds Met. University of Leeds are cheering here greatly. Leeds Met don't know what's happening here. Let's see what the referee says to his touch judge.
Unbelievable scenes. I cannot believe what I'm watching here. First of all, the kick was a good one, a really good one, and it went into touch. The fullbacks to take it into touch. Hang on, have they given the try? The Leeds Met players are hugging.
Indeed, it's actually been given as a try. Leeds Met have got their first points on the board. A lot of confusion here between the fans, between the officials, and between the players. Leeds University 5. Leeds University have just given 5 points to their opposition. It's University of Leeds 6. Leeds Met 5.
I've got to say, Joe, I've never liked that as a rule, the quick throw-in. I don't think you should be allowed to do it, especially in the opposition's half. The kick's gone through. It's been fielded by Leeds Uni. It's a Met throw. They took it quickly and they scored the try. Now, the debate is open. Is it Uni's fault for not being prepared and on the ball and alive to the danger, or is it bad sportsmanship from Met? To me, that's bad sportsmanship.
The inside centre, Joe Evans there, confirmed as the try scorer, but then Jack Moon, still unclinical with his finishing here today, missed the conversion. Therefore, the points remain at Leeds Uni 6, Leeds Met 10, with just over 9 minutes on the clock here in the first half of the Varsity 2012 rugby finale. We've got a couple of your tweets here. Don't forget to keep tweeting us with the hashtag Leeds University and hashtag Leeds Met Varsity. Lewis Gunn, listening in London, played 2 years ago, wishing he was there. Come on, Tom McGee, that's his tweet there, Lewis Gunn. Jen McGee also tweeting on behalf of Will McGee, listening to the game from Burlington, Vermont. I believe that's in Canada. International here. Don't forget to keep tweeting us here. I might have said earlier on that the score was actually 6-10, but no, Leeds Uni are in the lead. It's Leeds Uni 6, Leeds Met 5. Max, what just happened there?
Well, what's happened is the kick's gone through. Uni putting a bit of pressure on from the kickoff. They've got to respond well now, even though they're still in the lead. Oh, my goodness me.
And it's spilled. Leeds Met are all over the place as they had the scrum, yet Leeds Uni taking possession, and now they have the scrum in the Leeds Met 22. We're looking like Leeds Uni are going to be putting on the pressure. They'll be looking to get the score in just before half-time.
Jack Moon is having a Western super. His handling's been appalling. That one was an absolute dolly. It's straight in his hands. What's he doing? He's looking the other way. The typical mistake. Get the ball in your hands before you're looking where you're going to kick it. He's fumbled it right in the middle of the 22, in front of the post. Uni, they got the scrum.
We must be crediting here James Monroe and Will McGee having a cracking game as half-backs here for the University of Leeds. It looks like that the referee has asked for the scrum to reset. Don't forget, it will be a put-in here by James Monroe. He'll be looking to get the scrum rolling, get the forwards, putting possession in. The scrum here is about halfway between. We're looking. it's hard to describe. It's right in front of the post, but about 10 metres out as the loop run goes round. It looks like number 15, James Lazowski, takes it into possession. The forwards look like they're rocking it back. Number 4, Tom Bain, Piers Phillips takes it through. It looks like it is a try! Leeds University get it over the line.
Try time!
Before half-time, it's Leeds University 11, Leeds Met 5.
And this has lifted the roof off of this place. What a good try it was as well. The scrum right in the middle of the 22, in front of the post. They took a lovely little move, the number 8, Van den Dries, he took it, he gave it to the scrum half, that's Munro. Munro gave it to McGee, they shipped it out, it was Charlie Foley. I thought he should have given it wide. There was the winger who was hugging the touchline. I thought he should, it's risky in this weather, but I thought he should have gone wide. Nevertheless, they recycled possession and the forwards drove it over the line.
Just to confirm, the second row, number 4, James Pearce, going over the line there. Piers Phillips, in fact, getting the try there for Leeds University.
The big man.
It was the big time coming there, the try. Leeds University all over Leeds Met. They'll be happy to get that try in just before half-time. And it looks like number 12, Charlie Foley for Leeds University. He's had 2 out of 2 kicks go through the post this time. This one a little bit more challenging. He placed it directly on the 22 line. He's on the far side. It could well be the last play of the half following this. But actually, no, we have over 5 minutes left still. So plenty of time here to get some more points in the board before half-time. Charlie Foley lining up. He'll be kicking from right to left on his right foot. About halfway between the middle and the right-hand side. Lines up the kick. Leeds Met looking to charge down. Kicks it up. And the touch judges' flags go flying. You can hear the university fans go wild here at Henley Carnegie Stadium. The score here at Henley Carnegie, I can't remember because it's just going absolutely
I'll tell you, it's
mental.
13-5. And what a good response from Uni. They took the advantage of the mistake by the Met. And the big man, the forwards rolled it in.
Charlie Foley, 8 out of 8 points converted here this evening at Henley Carnegie Stadium. Indeed, it's Leeds Uni 13, Leeds Met 5. Leeds Met kick off and safely taken by the University of Leeds. Kick put up there by Will McGee, and it's dropped by the Leeds Met fullback bit to go. Oh, it's knocked on by Leeds Met. What is happening? As you said earlier, Max, having a Western Super out there at the moment, and Leeds Uni trying to take possession, and it looks like they've got it on this left-hand side. Near the touch, they're playing the advantage. Number 9, Elliott Quirk, puts the ball up. James Monroe, in fact, this is Leeds Uni, but it looks like they've scrapped possession. Leeds Met now in possession of the ball. They'll take this advantage here. Recycling the ball. Referee indicates he's still playing knock-on advantage. It's the middle of the field here, and it looks like things have just been slowed down in the field.
Well, the handling is really tricky, and there are two mistakes. The Met one was first. I thought the referee should have gone back, actually, because there was no advantage for Uni. They were going nowhere, and by the time the advantage was over, Leeds Uni had knocked it on.
James Twomey.
But the juxtaposition between the crowds here is quite poetic. The Met fans are silent on the far side. The Uni fans going mental over here.
Going mental indeed, but just in that charade of event, James Twomey, number 14, just put the box kick up, went directly into touch. Therefore, Leeds Met have possession with the line out in between the Leeds Uni 10 and 22 metre line. A common occurrence here this evening, and the number 2 puts the line out in. Number 10, Jack Moon, putting it out, trying to distribute to and then number 13 is breaking away. He's into the 22 in the middle, but Leeds Uni are putting up a fine defence. Can Elliott Quirk take possession here and do something with the ball? He's got the overlap, he puts the kick over. Will the big foot, and it's gone dead. What a letdown here, complete waste of possession, and it means that Will McGee will be taking possession with a 22 dropout.
Yes, and Leeds Met looking for a response before half-time. They haven't got it, They haven't got it. We got some tweets in, by the way. I'll pass that over to Joe in a minute. But the crowd are great here, and there's some uni fans with some letters, uni painted on their backs down in the front. Really good effort from all the uni fans. It's been fantastic. I'll go back to Joe now.
Let's get some of your tweets. We've got Laura saying, yes, uni, Leeds University, listening at home, no rain, no rubbish, just rugby. But Leeds Met have possession here, puts the kick straight across. No forward play there, and it's the mark taken by Leeds University, kick put over by Leeds Met. If a player marks the ball, then they have possession. They have the free kick from their 22, gives the full back there. Alex Lazowski the opportunity to put the ball into touch. Leeds Met, though, they now have the line out on the Uni Varsity. I'm forgetting the team names here. How can you forget when it's only Leeds and Leeds Met? Leeds Met now have the line out on their 22.
Yeah, and a clever bit of play there, where 2 minutes from half time, the ball's gone over and take the mark. Clever bit of play, but it was a poor kick, and the Met have a line out which they've just taken on the 22.
David Dom saying, cracking stuff, guys, I'm proud. Come on, Uni. Tristan Martin, I have no idea what's going on, but go Leeds Uni. Do you know what, Tristan? We're struggling to have any idea what's going on, and we're the commentators. Number 13, Leeds Met, puts the kick through. Will it be taken by Alex Lazowski? It looks like he took the ball over his own line there, sliding over due to the wet weather. That means it's a 5-metre scrum to Leeds Met.
With the Met putting, more importantly, and it's just a bit of, it's a good kick considering the circumstances, considering the weather. He could easily have overhit that, and that could have gone dead. But this is going to be the last play, and this is the last thing you want, is to be up against a 5-metre scrum just before the end of the half, but they're going to have to do it.
Leeds Met with the last play of the half with less than 10 seconds on the clock, but they're struggling in the scrum. Leeds Uni holding them up, and it's turned over by Leeds Uni. All they need to do now is to put it into touch, and the half will be theirs. We'll go to half time. It looks like that they're throwing it back to Will McGee. Will McGee puts it into touch. The line judge's flag goes up. The Leeds referee, he points to the half time. It's half time here at Henley Carnegie Stadium. Leeds University 13, Leeds Met 5. We'll shortly hand back to Charlie Richards. But Max, how would you sum up that half?
A fantastic half of rugby from Leeds Uni. They've been brilliant. Set pieces have been the key so far, and Uni have had the best of them. They've been solid in the scrum. Lumsden's having a stormer up front with Wheeler and Magotson. It's been fantastic rugby, considering the weather. There's been some good play as well. Leeds have played a bit expansively. Maybe should have had a couple more tries, but they'll take the confidence going into the half. Leeds Uni 13, Leeds Met 5.
Okay, and just before Will Maggie gets underway, it's 0-0 between Arsenal and Olympiacos, and Man City and Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. We'll keep you up to date with those throughout the evening when we get the opportunity to. Here we go. Will Maggie kicks off, and it's long into the Leeds Met 22. The ball's taken up by number 4, Liam Edwards, and the ball is now taken into contact. There's an advantage straight away for Leeds Uni. It's kicked long and high, well over halfway by Leeds Met, and the ball's taken on now by Leeds Uni. There's a little grubber kick, and there's a tap and run, and the ball is taken by Leeds Met, and now there is a ruck over on the far side, and there's plenty of bodies over by that far side, and I think it's Leeds Met who've emerged with the ball. Yes, they have, and the ball is under.
High pressure from Leeds Uni earlier, and just a couple of minutes ago we had a kick received by Alex Beaumont, the Leeds Uni winger. Brilliant box kick over the top. And now we're positioned ourselves on the opposition 22, looking in a good spot at the moment, Leeds Uni.
Leeds Uni asserting some pressure, and they do have the penalty. And if you're listening in Old Bar, good evening to you as well. We do realise that the commentary is going out in Old Bar in Leeds University Union. Leeds Uni have a penalty just outside the Leeds Met 22, about 25 metres away from the goal, and we're going to be heading for the kicking tee. And Charlie Foley will have his first opportunity to get on the scorecard for the second half.
Kicked 8 points out of 8 so far, 100% record for Charlie Foley. Hopefully he can continue that record, and we'll be looking at a 16-5 lead.
It's on the far left-hand side of the field in front of the South Stand Terrace, which is populated by the Leeds Met supporters. He's now setting up the kicking tee and placing the ball on top of it, and we should have a kick very soon.
We saw a kick very similar to this, missed by the number 10 for Leeds Met, Jack Moon. Hopefully we can see a much better kick this time around from Charlie Foley. We just said 100% kicking accuracy. Come on, Charlie!
Charlie Foley then over the ball. Up he steps, he kicks it now, and it's short. And Leeds Met emerge with the ball, and there's a kick long out of Leeds Met territory, but Leeds Uni emerge with the ball. The ball's taken up inside the 22 now, and it's in a ruck. Can Leeds Uni recycle the ball quickly and use it quickly? Yes, they can. It's a bit of a wayward pass, though, from James Munro, and the ball is now... And there's a little grubber kick out into the right-hand corner of the Leeds Met 22. The ball goes out into touch, and Leeds Met will have a defensive line-out to defend.
Great recovery play there from James Munro. The ball looped up thanks to the wet weather, and he recovered it, passed it out to the backs, and then Kyle Dench, who's been my man of the match so far, absolutely with a perfect decision, grubber kick down to the right-hand side, and Leeds Met have a touchline throw.
And the throw's taken. It's taken short, and Leeds Met emerge with it. They've now got a penalty, so that gives them a little bit of breathing space. We'll go to Twitter for the first time in the second half. And Katie Nelson, Charlotte Rose, I miss Leeds Uni Varsity. Well, we're missing you, Charlotte, here at Headingley Carnegie. Remember, you can get in touch with us. Leeds Uni Varsity, Leeds Met Varsity on Twitter, LSRFM. And you can put Old Bar in your tweet if you're an Old Bar, and we'll give you special priority. You can text us 60300, start your message with LSR, and you can email sport@lsrfm.com. As the next line out from Leeds Met is taken just inside their 22. They emerge with the ball. It's very slow in coming out of the bottom of the ruck, and they will finally emerge with it. And there's a little box kick, and underneath it is James Twomney. And Twomney emerges with the ball, and there's a pass out wide, and it's now with Alex Lewowski, who used to play for the Chelsea Academy, and he's taken the ball into contact once more, and it's over halfway now, and it's Munro, and there's a little grubber kick again, but the Leeds Met winger, who is let's have a look, it's number 9, it's not the winger, it's Elliott Quirk, he emerges with the ball, and now Leeds Uni take the ball over the Leeds Met halfway line. They're about 10 metres outside the 22, and I think we've got a penalty for Leeds Uni.
Again, we've said it before in the first half, but Leeds Met kicking has been absolutely woeful. Another example just there, Elliott Quirk, the number 9, kicking directly into midfield, picked up by Kyle Dench, the superstar he is. Absolutely amazing pickup from a scything kick. And he catapults himself into midfield, winning the penalty. So Leeds Uni really pushing the screw here.
Well, that penalty, it wasn't a kick at goal. It was a kick inside the opposition 22. So there'll be a line out. And Leeds Uni will have the throw in an attacking position midway into the Leeds Met half.
In the first half, commentary team Max really hammered the point that once you get into the 22 you need to really take points. He named it as the red zone. Leeds Uni have got a line out right in that red zone now, and they really need to make these points count. If we can get any more points on the board here, it's absolutely crucial. We said it in the halftime talk that the next try, the next set of points that are scored is absolutely crucial. So Leeds Uni will be really looking forward to getting some more points on the board here.
Ben Holden with the throw. He's the substitute hooker. He's on, and it's won by Leeds Uni just. But Leeds Met have an advantage here. There's a push drive coming from Leeds, and they're now making up ground. And they've emerged with they've got to use it well. There's a push drive over the line. Can they use the ball well? The ball is out. It's given us a try. So given us a try in the corner, and Leeds Met have scored. Sorry, Leeds Uni. Sorry. So I'm getting all excited there. Leeds Uni have got the try in the corner. There was a push. There was a rolling ball, and the ball's over in the corner. And Leeds Uni now lead 18 points to 5.
Perfect example of how the Leeds Uni pack have been working these Met forwards thus far, driving them all off the line out. They won the ball, they drove forward, and it's just a typical example.
For the points, and of course that then gives you another attacking position to perhaps score a try and increase your scoring. Here comes the throw. It's the long line out. We haven't seen any shortened line outs, and the ball is taking a long time to be dried. It's very slippy. In it goes. It's won by Leeds Uni just on the touchback, and there will now be a ruck over by the far side, over by the south stand, and who will emerge with the ball? I think it will be Leeds Uni. Leeds Met haven't turned it over, but there's a penalty for Leeds Met when they all reassemble. Remember, text, tweet and email. And we're 0-0 in the Champions League this evening if you're interested in the football. Old Bar are listening, and so are the staff at Fruity. So good evening once more again to you.
Both sides making a substitution now. It looks like Will Cargill is coming on to join the Leeds Met pack. And it looks like Callum Turner, the number 19 for Leeds Uni, is imminent.
And we are back just inside the Leeds Met half. The ball has spent plenty of time in the Leeds Met half, and on comes number 19 for Leeds Uni. Callum Turner is coming on for Uni.
Just hammering that point, Callum, on territory. Leeds Uni are winning that battle 10 times over. It's very rare that Leeds Met have had any sustained pressure in the Leeds Uni half, and that is all down to that man, number 10, Will Maggie.
Off comes Maggie, and here's the throw for Leeds Met, and the throw is not straight. So Leeds Uni will emerge with the ball, and there's a little tap, and there's a pass out wide to the right, and the ball's taken into contact once more, and Leeds can push and drive. They're now just about 10 metres outside the Leeds Met 22. The ball's still well inside Leeds Met territory once more, but Leeds Met emerge with the ball, and there's a crossfield kick downfield. There'll now be a chase on for the Leeds Uni fullback, who is Alex Lazowski, and he picks up the ball and immediately boots the ball into touch. So Leeds Met will have the attacking position, and this is their first real attacking position of the second half.
Just to confirm, it wasn't Will Maggie that came off. It was in fact number 5, the second row, Tom Baines. So Maggie, don't worry guys, is still on the pitch. Just going on to what happened there was a much better kick into some open space from the number 9, ELLIOTT Quirk. And now it's seen some pressure emerge for Leeds Met. They look like they're just about to take a line out on the 22. We'll see how that one pans out.
Harry Short with the throw, and Leeds Met fumble it, and Leeds Uni emerge with the ball just outside the 22. That was Seb Lumsden, who's had a good second half. The ball out wide by Will Maggie, and Leeds Uni still have the ball, and it will be recycled. Well, the ball's out of the ruck, so Leeds Met have a chance to turn it over and win the penalty.
Absolutely brilliant piece of play from Seb Lumsden, the number 1 prop for Leeds Uni there. Ferociously lumped on the loose ball, picked it up, drove into a mauling ruck. Unfortunately, penalty given to Leeds Met for holding on.
And Leeds Met, it's very central. It's about 25 metres outside from the post, and it will be very appealing for number 10, Jack Moon, who will now line up this kick. He's getting the tee brought on, and it's just time for me to remind you, we are open for business. You can text, tweet and email us this evening. You can email us on sport@lsrfm.com. Text us 60300. Start your message with LSR, or you can use the hashtag Leeds University, Leeds Met Varsity, or the Twitter handle @lsrfm.com. Here comes the kick then from Jack Moon, and he's Johnny Wilkinson style. It's very central, 25 metres out. Up he steps, it looks good, and up go the flags of the assistant referees. And the deficit is now down to 12 points. It's 20 points to 8.
20 points to 8 now, with 26 minutes left in the half. Hopefully Leeds Uni won't be jammed up by that penalty. The fact of the matter is that Leeds Met really need to get some tries on the board. These penalties won't be enough. They won't be enough points. Leeds Uni have a great lead. Let's keep it up, boys.
Liam Edwards takes the ball into contact for Leeds Met Uni. They're just outside their 22. How many times have we said that this half? And Leeds Met definitely pushing Leeds Uni pushing Leeds Met back, and there's a fumble by one of the Leeds Met backs, and do Leeds Uni emerge with the ball as there's plenty of spray now coming up from the pitch. It's a damp surface, so handling is going to become very, very difficult. Defensive position now as Leeds Met are about 10 metres away from their goal line, and there's a kick out wide towards the south stand. It'll be collected and caught by the Leeds Uni winger, who now takes the ball forward about 10 metres. Leeds Uni have made up 10 metres. They're now just outside the Leeds Met 22. They need to get quicker ball, and there's a crossfield kick now. There'll be a chase on for James Twomney, and Twomney, well, he wins the line out.
Absolutely brilliant play there from Twomey. There was a loose ball rocketed into the air. Twomey, on equal terms with his number 11, Robbie Marty, decimated him, winning the ball, winning the line out. Leeds Uni with, again, the pressure. They've gone for a scrum on the 22.
25 minutes to go. Leeds Uni lead here by 20 points to 8. You're listening to Varsity 2012 on lsrfm.com. Leeds Student Radio live from Headingley Carnegie. We've got a scrum just inside the Leeds Met 22, and the put-in will be with James Munro, who plays rugby for Doncaster Knights. Now, Doncaster are visiting Headingley Carnegie on Friday night to play Leeds Carnegie on the RFU Championship. It's won and recycled well, and Munro emerges with the ball from around the back of the scrum. He's tackled about 10 metres short of the line, and Leeds Uni continue to have the ball. It's all a bit scrappy at the moment. Who can emerge with it? And it's been knocked on by Leeds Uni. So a moment to catch our breath.
Very unfortunate piece of play there for Leeds Uni. The break was on, there were a couple of loose balls and eventually knocked on just past the 22. Right in that red zone again. We should have put some more points on the board. As it happens, Leeds Met have got the scrum.
Siggs has used the Leeds Uni Varsity Twitter hashtag. I'm not in Leeds this year, but gutted I'm missing Varsity. And he says, bring the cup home. Well, we all hope that. Leeds Met have the put-in, and it will be 21. Will Cargill with the put-in. And in goes the ball, and Leeds Met do emerge with it, but they're still very much encamped in their 22. The ball now taken into contact once more, and Leeds Met emerge with the ball. There'll be a kick long downfield. There'll be a chase on for James Twomney, and Twomney has got plenty of time to collect his thoughts and gather the ball on the second and third bounce. Pass that looks slightly forward to me, and Leeds Uni have the advantage, and now they have a penalty.
Very, very high tackle there from the number 21, Will Cargill, and it looks as though the referee is bringing him over.
Sorry, Will Cargill is being given a talking to by referee who is Mr. Chris Sharp. And here we go. The captains are joined together. James, you got a better look at the tackle.
He's got his cards out of the pockets and both players have been put in the bin.
So
we'll just confirm those players to you.
And it's Will Cargill who has been sin-binned, and number 8 who is
Guy van der Dries, who has, in my opinion, had a brilliant game so far. So that is a big, big loss for Leeds Uni. I guess the only saving grace is that both players have been sin-binned, so there is no man advantage at the moment. But Leeds Uni will really, really be ruining that loss of Guy van der Dries.
So Leeds Met will have a penalty just about 47 metres from the posts, and they are going to kick for goal. Well, they've got to kick for goal, really. They're still 12 points behind, and we've got 22 minutes to go here at a very damp Headingley Carnegie Stadium.
It'll be interesting to see how the loss of those two forward players will affect the scrum.
And so they are going to kick for goal, and it is going to be, I think it's number 22, Ben Elliott, who is stepping up over the ball. And up he steps, cupped hands, very similar to Johnny Wilkinson, and the boos ring around the north stand here at Headingley. We're in with the Leeds University supporters. Up he steps, he needs to get power and distance on the kick, but it looks wide, and it is wide, so there'll be a 22-metre drop out for Leeds Uni, and another attacking opportunity, another point-scoring opportunity for Leeds Met passes them by.
Well, Jack Moon, the number 10 for Leeds Met, you can't blame him for taking that opportunity, but it really just wasn't good enough. He didn't have the distance. Granted, he was a good 45 metres out, but that really isn't good enough at this level, and that's why Leeds Uni are winning 20 points to 8 as it stands.
Leeds Met take the ball over halfway. There's been some good play there by, I think it's number 15, it's Robbie Marty, who's taken the ball, and he's evaded a couple of tackles. So Leeds Met are about 30 metres short of the try line.
Yeah, he's been their best player, Robbie Marty. He's been made a couple of jinking runs, we said at half-time, and that was no different right there. Gaining some ground into the midfield, and it looks as though Leeds Met have got a sustained bit of pressure as a tackle goes in just past the 22. Leeds Met with the penalty just off the 22. Yeah,
late tackle there, and Leeds Met have another point-scoring opportunity. There's a man down for them. We'll go to Twitter once more. Matt Tasker 7 has said, give the wet souls on the Western Terrace a shout. Well, there you go, Matt Tasker. I hope you're enjoying it this evening, and you're not too wet out on the West Terrace.
We're taking a little time out at the moment as a couple of players receive treatment for their injuries and ailments. It's going to be a penalty to Leeds Met, and they're really, really going to have to take this opportunity now. Just outside of the 22 on the right-hand side of the pitch, looking in a really good point-scoring position, and you have to say, if they don't make this, they're running out of time, less than 20 minutes to go until final whistle, and that would mean that Leeds Uni winning the entire varsity this year.
Well. Of course, the problem is, as we emphasised earlier, Leeds Met have to go for broke, so they've got to kick everything to almost get back on the scoreboard, because they're still 12 points behind.
They're going to have to get players in much more attacking positions than this. It's good enough kicking penalties, but they really need to hammer those tries. They need to get bodies forward. At the moment, that amount of sustained pressure really isn't happening, and they need this. This would be an absolutely momentous occasion where Leeds Uni to win the overall varsity, and at the moment, it's going that way.
Anyway, this penalty is about 25 metres away from the post, right-hand side, towards the south stand, the terrace, which is highly populated by Leeds Met supporters, so they'll be hoping that their man, who is Ben Elliott, can kick the points and can bring them closer. Anyways, he's put the ball on the tee now once more. He takes a couple of steps to the side and cupped hands once more. Here we go, as Ben Elliott steps up once more. Delay, and he's been made to wait. And here we go, he runs up, kicks the ball, and up go the flags, and Leeds Met score once more.
Wow, we've got a ball game, guys. This is a really, really ferocious atmosphere now. The Leeds Met fans singing their players' hearts out. It's absolutely incredible scenes here. And now the Leeds Met are turning the screw. They really are getting a bit more pressure on Ben Elliott, number 12, with that penalty. So it's looking a lot more even now.
Two quick goals at the Emirates to tell you about. Arsenal 1, Olympiacos 1 in the Champions League. Here come Leeds Uni. They've got Leeds Met on the back foot. They've got a ruck on the 22-metre line, but Leeds Met have got the penalty. And number 21, who we thought was Will Cargill, who'd gone off, has got the ball. So it obviously wasn't Will Cargill. We'll try and confirm that for you.
Apologies. The score 20-11 to Leeds Uni. Leeds Met with two quick-fire penalties. Coming back into this game, 17 minutes left to play, and we're looking at a really, really ferocious end to what has been an amazing Varsity 2012.
Leeds Met have the throw then on just inside halfway inside the Leeds Uni half, and it will be number 16, Harry Short, with the throw.
That was a much better kick there from the number 12.
Sate is directing things, but Leeds Uni win the line out, and there'll be a rolling maul now once more. Can Leeds Uni make productive use of this, of having won the line out? And they're now pushing their counterparts back further and further towards halfway. They're only about a metre or so now inside the Leeds Uni half. There's a little box kick there by James Munro, very clever, and it's fumbled and it's knocked forward. So Leeds Uni will have the advantage once more. There'll be a penalty coming if they want it, but it's used well by number 21, Ian McCall, and it's worked out wide. And it's taken forward by number 17, Dan Oliver. And he's just tackled about...
I believe that was Kyle Dench, actually, who, again, as I've said many times before, my man of the match so far today. Unfortunately, he's penalised for crossing, but Will Maggie getting on the ball in that situation, really dictating the course of play. And that's how Leeds Uni have been winning this game so far. It really has been a pleasure to watch the kid play.
20 points to 11. You're listening to Leeds Student Radio live from Headingley Carnegie. As text, tweets and emails, we are live this evening even. Sorry, I'm getting my times confused. You can use at LSRFM Twitter handle, as the penalty is kicked long and hard out of play, and Leeds Met will have the throw just inside the Leeds Uni half, and it will be Harry Short with the throw over on the far side of the field. Can they win this line out and put Leeds Uni under some pressure inside their own half? The throw is late in coming and to the back of the line, and the ball is played out wide once more, and Leeds Met have the first time to run with the ball for a while, and again it's wide to the left, and number 17 is Side Sate, and there is the ball's taken into contact once more. Leeds Met need to use the ball better. There was a Leeds Uni player offside. It's taken by 22, Ben Elliott. There's a little pass inside him. Again, we're now into the second phase of players. The ball's taken into contact. Can Leeds Met use the ball much quicker? And it will be, when the ball comes out, it'll be Will Cargill, and he does. He plays it out wide left, and the ball's played once more wide left, and the ball is out of touch. And there will be a throw to Leeds Met.
Well, we've said it many times before, Leeds Met really needed to get on the ball, and that's exactly what they did. As soon as Elliott Quirk, the number 9, draws his man. Will Cargill came on for Elliott Quirk and is now running the show for Leeds Met. A much better bit of sustained pressure there from Leeds Met, and they're turning the screw.
Josh Cavey coming back on then from the sin bin. I've now been told that if Uni win this Rugby Union men's first match, then the scores will be tied at 30-all. We apologise, we told you it was 30-all. It's actually 30-29 to Leeds Met at the moment. Remember, text, tweet and email us for the next 13 and a half minutes or so, as Leeds Uni have a throw on halfway, taken by Ben Holden and won by Piers Phillips, the try scorer from the first half. And the ball is taken into contact once more. Leeds Uni will now start to be thinking about winding down the clock as it's kicked long and deep into Leeds Met territory. This will be a tester. Who fancies picking up the ball? And they pick it up cleanly, but it's charged down, and Leeds Uni have an attacking position right on the far side, and the ball slides out of play. That's the problem with it being so slippery and wet. The ball does slide out of play very easily, and Leeds Uni will have the throw.
We say it so many times, but the team that wins rugby matches is the team that's quickest to the loose balls, and that's what's just happened here. Leeds Met with a seemingly easy kick over the top, just beyond the 22 line, and they didn't make it, deflected by the number 14, James Twomey, who has been sensational this second half in getting the loose balls. Leeds Met with the line out.
Throw in once more, and it's all a little bit scrappy over in the far corner. Leeds Uni have the advantage, and they will emerge with the ball. Yes, they will, and they'll take it on once more. There'll be a push drive towards the line, and they're held up about a metre short of the line, and they've now crossed the line, and a try for Leeds Uni, and Leeds Uni going to a 25 points to 11 lead, and that was all because of the groundwork. They'd done so well, and then there was a little push drive over in the corner, and it was sheer dogged determination, and Leeds Uni lead by 25 points to 11 with around about 10 minutes to go of Varsity.
Just listen to that crowd. They really, really appreciated that one, and Leeds Uni have stormed into what must be now an uncatchable lead. 25 points to 11. The conversion still to come. We'll get you the name of the try scorer as soon as we get it. But that was sensational play. Again, the forwards of Leeds Uni driving that ball over the line from a mauling position, and the Met couldn't cope with it.
Charlie Foley then, he's been superb all evening. Can he convert right on the 22 metre line to the left of the Leeds Met 22 as we look at it? Difficult kick, but if he can make this will be very, very useful. He steps up. He's now going to wait once more. And up steps Foley, and the flags go up, and Leeds Uni, the conversion is made, and Leeds Uni lead by 27 points to 11 with 12 minutes to go of Varsity 2012.
That back line for Leeds Uni is working absolute wonders. You look at James Monroe, you look at Will Maggie, you look at Beaumont, and you look at Foley. We haven't even mentioned Carl Dench, and he's been absolutely superb. But Charlie Foley missed one kick out of 5. He's made 4 others, and that's why Leeds Uni are leading 27 points to 11.
And Leeds Met now really do have to go for it. They are going to have to try and score a try. Penalties are no good at this stage. And there is a kick to the left side, but James Twomey emerges with the ball. He catches it easily, and Leeds Met get plenty of bodies into the breakdown. Can they turn the ball over? And now they've got the advantage. And that, of course, all came from them getting plenty of bodies into the breakdown. Leeds Uni weren't quick enough with their supports to support James Twomey.
Well, we see it quite a lot of times. Leeds Met now with the scrum just past the Leeds Uni 22. You have to say the territory has been a lot more even over the course of this last 10 minutes or so. Leeds Met now with an opportunity to really intense and rank up that pressure, put the Leeds Uni boys back under the pressure, back under the coach.
Will Cargill with the put-in for Leeds Met, 25 metres short of the Leeds Uni line. The ball will go in. It's not gone in straight, in my opinion, but Leeds Met emerged with the ball. Leeds Uni emerged with the free ball, and it was a poor put-in. I was right. And the ball is now box kicked high, and there'll be a little tester now, and Leeds Met do emerge with the ball. and they will recycle it well. They've got plenty of bodies in at the breakdown, and it will be Will Cargill who digs the ball out well, and they can recycle the ball well. Ben Elliott with the crossfield kick, and it's not caught cleanly by the Leeds Met winger, so Leeds Uni will get the advantage because the ball was knocked on by the Leeds Met winger in the process.
Well, Will Maggie right there. That is the reason why he's winning this game of rugby. The ball was crossfield kicked by the number 9, and Leeds Met surely looking as though they were going to advance onto a try-scoring position, were it not for the heroics of Will Maggie, saving up the ball and winning a scrum for his team.
Scrum just outside the Leeds Uni 22. Remember, in the Champions League this evening, it's Arsenal 1, Olympiacos 1. It's Manchester City 0, Borussia Dortmund 0 over in Manchester. We've got 9 minutes to go here of Leeds Varsity 2012 as the ball is won by Leeds Uni. Leeds Uni lead by 27 points to 11. Text, tweet and email us for the remaining 8 minutes or so, and we'll try and read out as many as possible as Leeds Uni take the ball into contact once more, and they will emerge with the ball if they can use it quickly. They're in a defensive position. The ball is kicked long and it won't go out of play. It's caught just beyond halfway, so the ball is back in Leeds Uni territory, and Leeds Met have got an opportunity to recycle the ball quickly, and they've got men out wide. And there's a little grubber kick, and there'll be a chase for the Leeds Uni full-back, who is Alex Lewowski, and that's kicked again long and hard into Leeds Met territory, and the Leeds Met fullback slips over in a puddle as well, and he kicks the ball long, high and out of touch, and it's now in Leeds Uni territory, and they'll have the throw.
Well, with only under 8 minutes to go, this is exactly the situation that Leeds Uni want. They're winding down the clock, taking every inch of time that they can. And it's that man, Will Maggie, who's really turning the screw, really driving his players on. Look at him. He's talking to his boys. He's getting them pumped up. He needs them in these final few minutes. And you'd have to say now that whether or not this is for the draw or for the win, they've really performed tonight.
Well, it's almost the unofficial Varsity Trophy. Ben Holden with the throw exactly on halfway for Leeds Uni. Again, we haven't seen any sort of creative line-outs. It's been a typical long line-out. It's won cleanly, and it's Daniel Lawrence with the ball for Leeds Uni, and it's kicked long into Leeds Met territory. Leeds Uni very happy to kick the ball out of hand and kick it long and force Leeds Met into defensive positions and make them work from their territory. And Leeds Uni have now won a penalty, I think. And no, they've got a scrum.
But that just typifies what we've been saying all game. As soon as there's a little bit of loose ball, or as soon as it looks like a break is on for Leeds Met, Leeds Uni forwards are right there. Their work rate has been absolutely stellar this evening. You look at the likes of Tom Baines, who's gone off, Ollie Roberts, Guy van der Dries, who's come back on. Absolutely sterling effort from the boys in green.
Edward Howe is listening from Norfolk. So good evening, Edward. And he's got in touch with us via Twitter. We've got 6 minutes to go. The attendance was just over 11,000 this evening. So 11,000 brave souls. Souls have braved North Leeds weather to be with us this evening. And if you are a Leeds Uni supporter or a Leeds Uni student even, you'll have been very happy with what you've seen so far. And for my money, this game is up with Leeds Met 2 converted tries plus the rest away from Leeds Uni.
And we can't hammer the point enough that it is pouring out there. It looks almost torrential. These conditions are atrocious for rugby, but great for watching rugby. And Leeds Uni haven't disappointed in the slightest this evening. You have to say, Callum, that Leeds Met really haven't looked like getting into many try-scoring positions at all. Leeds
Met have certainly been feeding off of scraps, and I think actually what should be said is Leeds Uni have when they've got plenty of ball, they've used it productively, and I think that comes back to something that was said at half-time. You know, we've basically what they've done is they've used the ball quickly, and that's enabled them to get into more productive positions.
You have to say the pressure looks as though it's got to these Leeds Met boys as we've got 5 minutes on the clock. The score's 27-11 in favour of Leeds Uni, and it looks as though the restart's going to happen now on the 10-metre line.
And the ball is now in Leeds Uni territory. It's gone long, so Leeds Met will have the throw, and it'll be Harry Short with the throw right down in the far corner in front of the South Stand terrace. A few people starting to leave early, perhaps. There was a bit of a crush, well, not really a crush, but a little bit, it was busy getting in, as there were people still coming in throughout the first half. But Harry Short with the throw on the Leeds Uni 22-metre line. They'll be looking to collect the ball. They do win the ball, Met, but they fumble it once more, so it's back in Leeds Uni hands. And they've got the advantage here because it was knocked on. So any chance of Leeds Met trying to work an attacking position was totally killed by the poor throw, which to me seemed a little bit out of reach. It seemed a little bit too high when the catcher tried to take it.
Well, we looked like we'd had a little bit of afters there in those collisions. The game threatened to go into a little bit of disciplinary action, as we saw earlier with the two sin bins. Thankfully, the players cooled down just before it started to get heated, but Leeds Uni have now been awarded a scrum on their 22, so it's all looking rosy.
Daniel Lawrence then with the put-in from the knock-on by Leeds Met. He'll look to get this ball in, and Leeds Uni will start to run down the clock. They win the ball just about, but it's all a little bit scrappy. Now Leeds Met emerge with the ball on the ground, and they've now got the scrum for the knock-on. And now it's the Leeds Met scrum just onside the 22, and there's going to be a yellow card for a Leeds Uni player. Is there? Yes, there is. There's going to be a yellow card, and he's going over to the number 3 is Tom Margetson.
Tom Margetson there. Not sure quite what the infringement was, but yet again Leeds met with a opportunity to score some points. There are only 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock, and this will suit Leeds Uni right down to the ground. Touchline throw about 10 metres out of the Leeds Uni try line.
Leeds Met using the ball quickly. The ball's gone short to the front of the line out. That's the first time they've used any sort of real variety. They're about 5 metres short of the Leeds Uni try line. Right over in the far corner, there's a big rolling maul taking place. They can use the ball. They can use the ball well. And Leeds Uni 27 points to 11 in the lead, and Leeds Met can use the ball well, and the ball goes to ground now, and it's used well by number 21 Will Cargill. But this is going to be a very good victory for Leeds Uni here in Varsity, and they're going to draw Varsity for the first time ever. And the gap is closing once more. Knock on the line, and Leeds Uni escape just as it looks like Leeds Met were about to post of a score of their own. But absolutely, who cares whatsoever? Leeds Uni look as though they are going to secure what would be another momentous victory against the Met. And they're miles in front, really.
I can't hammer this point enough. 30 points all if Leeds Uni win, which of course they're going to. 1.5 minutes of play remaining on the clock, and it's going to be a momentous occasion for all associated with Leeds Varsity. 30 points all, that is an incredible achievement.
And Hadley's got in touch on Twitter. This is done and dusted. Get in there, lads. 27 points to 11. He tweeted that about 3 minutes ago, so he's enjoying this.
Last year it was 14 points to 10. This year we're looking at a 27 points to 11 scoreline. Our dominance in the men's first seems to be lengthening.
And remember, Champions League football as well. We're trying to keep you up to date with that. That's half time between Arsenal and Olympiacos and Man City and Borussia Dortmund. It's Arsenal 1, Olympiacos 1. Borussia Dortmund are drawing 0-0 at the City of Manchester Stadium. It's Leeds Uni 27, Leeds Met 11, with about 40 seconds plus whatever the referee decides to add on, if anything. We've got we're about a metre or two away from the Leeds Uni try line. If you've been having problems with our stream this evening, we do apologise, but we're now back online, and we hope you're hearing us loud and clear. It's because we exceeded our maximum listeners. Well, there you go. If ever there was a reason to go offline, that is it.
That's a pretty good reason, that, Callum. And welcome along to all listening as Leeds Uni look to have recorded what would be an amazing victory. 5 seconds to go, and it's a scrum. This will be the last phase of play.
The ball will go dead once more because time is now up, and Leeds Uni just now needs to get the ball out of touch, unless the referee said that time isn't up, and the ball goes to ground once more.
We've had a lot of time lost thanks to the time wasted during that scrum and the preparation for that scrum. What will happen now when Leeds Uni get this ball out of play? They're in possession now.
And Leeds Uni now starting to set up a defensive line. They're midway inside their own 22. The ball goes back and it's fumbled it's kicked clear.
It's out!
And it's out! And it's full time! And Leeds Uni win this varsity men's rugby first match by 27 points to 11 here at Headingley Carnegie in front of 11,300 supporters. And 2 years in a row, Leeds Uni have beaten Leeds Met in the men's rugby union first, and varsity is shared 30 points all.
Have we ever seen anything like this at the varsity? 30 points all, 27-11 on the night. Leeds Uni with a second consecutive win in the rugby men's first at this packed Headingley Carnegie Stadium. We're going to hand back now to Charlie, our head of sport. Charlie, what a game!
James, it has been absolutely incredible. If you've been listening here on LSR FM, I'm speaking after an absolutely incredible day of varsity events. It has ended up as a tie, 30 all between Leeds University and Leeds Met. That's including rugby, football, cricket, indoor rowing, you name it. It's been absolutely insane here. But the final score at the rugby, 27-11 to Leeds University, making it 30 all in the overall rankings. And James, it was an absolutely awesome Ryder Cup at the weekend, but surely this is top tier.
Well, you think about some of the great performances that we've seen this summer, the Olympics, the Paralympics, Andy Murray at the US Open. For me, this is the greatest of them all. 30 points all in the varsity on the very, very, very last time of asking. 27-11. We were dominant on the night, and this is exactly what this crowd wanted. Just listen, they absolutely love these guys.
And so James, wow. Just the noise here is absolutely incredible. James, give me your man of the match for the game.
My man of the match, I'm going to have to give it to number 10, Will Maggie. He ran the show this evening. It was a very close call between the number 13, Kyle Dench, and the number 10, Will Maggie. But he didn't let the opposition have a sniff of the ball. Anything. Oh my God, just listen to this noise as the Leeds Uni players do their lap of honour around the pitch. All the Met fans have left the stadium. The Leeds Uni fans have stayed behind, and there's some pictures now for the Leeds Uni players. Absolutely unbelievable scenes, and Will Maggie at the heart of it.
How are you feeling?
Ecstatic. It's a great win for the boys. Great start to the season. It's only one game though. Last year we faltered a bit after this game, got into our heads a bit. It's the first time the Uni have ever won 2 years running, so it's just a great feeling.
Wonderful. Another hard-fought game, but we just seem to get better and better and better. The Whitewash today, every team had beaten them the first time, so it's been a lot of hard work.
And do you think that's going to set the path for the rest of your season?
I hope so. Last year we sort of slipped up, but this year, we want to go on. We want to go on. Twickenham is where we want to be, so as long as we keep pushing ourselves, that's a major thing.
And you're incredibly proud of the team.
Close to tears.
Thank you very much.
Now there's celebrations going on the pitch.
I can't
to
tell
celebrate
you've not
Leeds
heard
Uni.
noise like this at the Headingley Carnegie Stadium in some while, I'll tell you that much, probably since last year when we beat them 14-10 in what was a very close game. This one, however, we walked away with it.
Very convincing win in the end, very convincing. And Callum, I mean, we just keep on talking about this clinicalness, and it was quite outstanding, wasn't it?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, the scoreboard doesn't lie and possession doesn't lie, because if you have more of the ball, you can use it much better and you'll ultimately win the game. Leeds Met now have got to go away, regroup. We said earlier they've got some freshers in their team, so perhaps next year they'll come back a lot stronger, because they've got players who've experienced this big game atmosphere. But 2 years in a row now they've lost the game, and they'll be looking to bounce back from that.
Well, You mentioned the freshers, but this team, this performance will have given them such a lift. And to know that it's not just reflected on the varsity rugby, but on the varsity as a whole, their performance has earned a 30-all draw in terms of the final scores of the entire day of varsity.